Yeah, after this news, as if Call of Duty's player base wasn't already massive, we're definitely going to see a bump in players moving forward. So in case you haven't heard, as of September 1st, Microsoft confirmed basically what we already knew was going to happen. And that is, moving forward, Call of Duty is going to be free day one on Game Pass. That obviously isn't going to be affecting this year's Modern Warfare 2. It seems like it's going to potentially affect the next Call of Duty that would release either in 2023 or 2024, but that's obviously just speculation. There's no official dates as of yet. We just know that with Microsoft owning Activision Blizzard, that is going to be their plan moving forward, which makes sense. From a business standpoint, financially, you can't buy a massive IP like that, and Activision has an insane backlog of games, and you're just gonna let that shit rot? I highly doubt it. But yeah, free access to all Game Pass owners. That means if you're playing on Xbox or playing on PC, if you have a Game Pass subscription, you should have free access to Call of Duty day one. PlayStation fans, don't worry. Again, Microsoft reiterated that they won't be affecting anything tied to PlayStation. The official launch would still happen on PlayStation on the same exact day. The only difference here being that obviously because you don't have a Game Pass subscription, you will have to pay full price in order to play Call of Duty. I should also say, as of right now, there's no official date as to when Call of Duty is going to be on Game Pass. As of now, current speculation is it will go into effect as of the next official Call of Duty release. But it seems like a smart move for both Game Pass and for Call of Duty. Well, but would that be enough to boost Game Pass numbers? I mean, who really knows? What Sony's going to do next is also interesting. I mean, Sony announced a couple weeks ago that they can't afford to lose Call of Duty off of their platform. And even if they tried to fund a direct competitor or rival to it, they'll never be able to because the brand is so recognizable and so massive that it's basically a juggernaut in of itself. I also want to point this out. I don't know how accurate these charts really are. I was trying to find more information on rivaling this, but it seems like even though objectively speaking, Game Pass is offering so much more than anything PlayStation Plus can offer, even take it from me, I'm paying for the most expensive PlayStation Plus, which I think is called Premium. I don't even use it. It's a ripoff. Play more on my PlayStation than my Xbox, but I would still say that Game Pass offers so much more. Yet, in spite of that, if these charts are anything to go off of, PlayStation Plus is still demolishing Microsoft's Game Pass. Whether that's due to exclusivity, overall accessibility, or just basic brand loyalty from people in general, do you think Call of Duty is massive enough to boost these Game Pass subscriptions even from PC players, not necessarily people that are playing exclusively on an Xbox console? I think that would also be a nice little angle from Microsoft with Activision's massive backlog of games to start funneling them through Game Pass and Xbox being able to play all of them through their backwards compatibility, and then the Game Pass version of PC also seeing a nice little boost to overall selection, because if I remember correctly, the Game Pass offering on PC is a little slimmer than what's offered on the Xbox console, but I'm still the genius that basically buys all their games myself day one. But let me know what you guys think. I mean, I'm sure no one's really entirely shocked by any of this, but with Microsoft owning juggernauts like Activision Blizzard, Bethesda, all the Call of Duties, Wolfensteins, Dooms, and potentially offering every single one of these massive IPs on their Game Pass subscription day one, do you think that's going to be enough to start driving more subscriptions and essentially box Sony in this corner where they start to look into other options that will try to get a bigger edge over Microsoft?